Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode on Rotten Block. As you might have gathered from, I don't know, the thumbnail and the title, today's going to be a real, frog-heavy episode. I figure we've got lots and lots of frogs native to our local area here. It would be a shame not to use them for something, so I think we're going to put them to work. But before we can get to that, we're going to need to do some chores first, including getting some resources that are endangered. We're over here in Renee's quote-unquote perimeter that he's going to be building. Whoa. This is crazy. All of this dirt is going to be blown up, and I'm doing the neighborly thing, and I'm saving it from destruction. I'm going to make sure it all gets mined. Everything I can save before the bombs drop. Let's give the old trenches a fly through. These are insane. And loop-de-loop. Wow. Wonder if there's any exposed diamonds. Yoink. 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 Now I swear I'm just doing my civic duty. I'm saving these diamonds from destruction, okay? They would just get blown up otherwise. Giving them a good home. I promise. Okay, not bad. We can see that we made actually a pretty sizable dent in the area here. And saved, we've got a shulker box of grass there. Got tons of dirt there. I'm really excited for these extra weird blocks like podzol and coarse dirt. And we know this is some ethical fair trade dirt and grass, and not just some random grass we're going to find out in the middle of a field or a plains biome like a couple thousand blocks away. Yuck. Nah, this is the good stuff.
I can't be bothered doing this again.
Listen, you did this to yourself. You have literally zero persons to blame besides yourself.
I know. Yeah, I did expect to have to rebuild this a few times, but I didn't expect you to rebuild it so soon after.
And just think, you're at the beginning. There's still so much to do. So many opportunities for things to go wrong. As you are going to see from this new tunnel behind me, we've gotten started with villagers. We kidnapped these guys from their village so that we could sell them pumpkins and melons. Suckers. I built your typical pumpkin and melon farm here. Made a little mistake. I tried to push them together, but because these redstone end up being like this, it actually doesn't work for this middle row of hoppers. But ignoring that, this farm has been very efficient at collecting tons and tons of pumpkin and melon for us. We didn't opt for installing the auto crafter into this one, just since this is just going to be a starter farm. I think eventually we will probably build a better farm that will automatically craft these melon slices back into blocks for us. But if we reach in here and take, we'll say even just a stack of each, you can see just how easily we can print emeralds. Right there, we just got 48 emeralds, and that was only a quarter of a stack of each of the pumpkin and melon stacks. We already got these guys cured up so that they're giving us discounted prices and whatnot, and legitimately they are just emerald printing machines now. You can see we've started to stash a little guy here, so I think getting a beacon, and a full beacon at that, is going to be in our near future. Alrighty folks, it's time for us to build another farm. I actually believe this season that we are going to be using a lot of Froglights in the design of our builds. You can see we've already used some here, and here and here and all throughout. My current method of getting Froglights involves these two frogs in this vote here. And I just will, kill the slimes really precariously, close to the edge. And one more, I think, in the middle there. Yep. Out. No, okay, we'll just keep our distance and let the frogs do their thing. Now, there's some obvious drawbacks to this current solution. There's a little bit of danger in having to run back and forth, dodging the slimes, since they can hurt you at any size level. And we're currently only farming these yellow ochre Froglights and not getting the purple or green ones. So, we're going to change that. Now, I'm pretty sure I had a couple of frogs that were still hanging out in this water over here. We've obviously got our buddy in the boat here. Hello, buddy. And I think there might be somebody swimming around in the water down here. Oh good, I think he got trapped down here. Come on, bud. Will you fit here? Will you cooperate with me? No, of course not. Gotta dig out all the gravel. Okay, there we go. Now, if we can lead this guy up here and see if we can breed these guys. Oh good, now they're just both in the boat. Will will they choose here to lay their eggs, or do I need to now break this boat? Lay your frog spawn. Oh, hi, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that that one didn't work because they were in boats. Let's try this one more time, see if we can't get you two together. That's kind of a raiding party, jeez. I think they'll be fine over there as long as we just ignore them. Now that you both are on the water here. Won't let me feed them again, shoot. Oh, but there they are. They laid their frog spawn. Now we can deal with you guys. And you did. Bad Omen 3. Now we just need this frog spawn to turn into tadpoles, and we can suck it up. Oh, I'm so full of arrows. We can suck up the frog spawn tadpoles in our buckets. Oh, I think I heard them pop. Where'd they go? I mean, they're definitely not there anymore. Oh, they're so tiny. Oh my goodness. I want you. And I want you. You too, please. And it looks like we might have just gotten those 3 from that one frog. I think there's a range of frogs that the frog spawn can turn into, if my memory is correct. Would you like some more slime? Oh, you would. Don't worry, dear. I'm just off to place the frog spawn into the water. Okay. Where is he going? He was walking that way, and that's not water. You're not going to water either. One of you's got to put some eggs in the water. Is it cheating if I pull them along to help them move a little faster? Nope, doesn't seem to be. That's kind of a crazy, precarious way to put that, but that's fine. Oh, look at this one. I think they spawned like 5 tadpoles this time, and they're hopping out of the water. Now, if we get lucky, this should be the last frog spawn we will need. I'm aiming to have 4 of each color of frog, so that we can farm all 3 colors pretty efficiently. Come on. I know you wanna give me 4 tadpoles. Any day now. Should have brought my fishing pole. Nothing but salmon in this water. This doesn't look like salmon water, if I'm honest. Oh good, a bowl. We were missing that. Oh, wow. Alrighty, now that we've got our shulker box full of tadpole, I figure that the easiest way to grow the frogs in their respective biomes, and then after that transport them to the farm, is going to be to build a number of nether portals on the nether roof. And to do that, we're going to need a small fortune of obsidian. Since we don't have a bartering farm of any kind yet, we're going to go do that manually by pillaging in the end. Nobody will miss a couple of pieces of obsidian off the top, right? This is definitely miserable, and we should set up a bartering farm soon. No. Nice. And we can still save the one we dropped. What's with the wind going on here? I think that wind that we heard in the end was actually the fact that there was a storm happening in the overworld. That's funny. Ooh. With that good chunk of obsidian that we collected, we can now build some portals to get around and get all of the different variants of frogs. I figured since we can get the warm frogs here in our home base, we might as well hatch a few of those up, and then we'll lead them over to the place where we're going to be building our farm. I also decided to go with 6 frogs of each variant instead of 4. I figure you eventually hit a point of diminishing returns, but in this case, a couple more won't hurt at all. Let's speed this up a little bit by feeding them a couple of slime balls, I suppose. Whoa. What is going on with this guy? What the heck? Now that we've got plenty of frogs here, we're going to go ahead and select 6 of them. These are going to be our lovely gentle frogs and ladies that we will be using in the farm. Let's go ahead and bring them over there. We're just going to nicely bring them through the nether portal, and we're going to have no issues. Everyone doing okay over here? Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. Come here. So there's 4 of them there. Here's the 5th one. Did we have one go back through? There you are, you little rascal. Come on. Okay, now we're all in the nether. We need to make sure that none of these suckers go back through the portal. This way, children. Oh yeah, you can see that we decorated our nether roof portal just a little bit just to distinguish it. I was bored. Look at these cuties. One on the left there is spinning. As you can see, we've just entered into the Basalt Deltas area, which is where we want to be for this kind of farm, of course, since we need magma slimes for this farm to work. Over there in the distance, I can see the things that I've left. Oh, it's been so long. Oh, great, I forgot a darn fence. This is going to be awkward. I mean, I guess I could, like... What do I got here? Actually, I've got better blocks. I was about to frame them in obsidian, and then I would have had to mine all that obsidian, and that would have been ridiculous. So I'm glad I didn't do that. Alright, come here, children. You stay in there. How tall do frogs jump again? Oh, apparently that's not tall enough. Alright, I think for the time being, we're just going to seal you in. You come on, buddy. You go just hang out in there for a little bit. Come on. Okay, no fall damage. Good. And we have our little capsule. Frogs. This game can be very silly. I know we will inevitably run into that problem again, so I'm going to run home real quick and just grab another fence so that we have something to connect our frogs to while we're building the farm. Okay, now we can actually place down a fence for each of the different variants. We'll let our little friends out, and we'll get them properly tied up to a fence here. So with that, we've got 1/3 of our frogs here, and the next thing that we're going to need to do is repeat that process, but you can see behind me I have a warm frog and a cold frog waypoint. Those are where we're going to need to build our next portals so that we can do the same thing, but getting the other two variants of frog. I think our warm frog biome is just going to lead us to a bamboo jungle. Perfect. And our cold biome portal here should be sending us to a snowy plains. Amazing. I obviously forgot torches to melt the ice and the snow and whatnot, but I'm pretty happy with this solution using our flint and steel. Feels pretty resourceful. Look at these crazy guys hopping all over the place. We've now collected our 6 frogs in each of the 3 variants, and somehow we got a horse along the way as well. And then I spent a little bit of time getting all of the resources and whatnot gathered together for the farm, so that we'll be able to build this and get it done. I'm ready to start producing some Froglights, so let's get this build going. Alrighty folks, after a proper AFK overnight session, wow, we have so many. I'm legitimately not sure how we're going to get through all of this or even sell it. I decided to organize a lot of it into the chest, so these first 4 chests on the side here are kind of full of every individual thing, and then I've already filled up at least 1 shulker box of each thing, but man, I could probably fill at least, like, I don't know, 4 shulker boxes of each thing after. So, needless to say, we are going to be set for a while, and we should definitely build a shop to sell these. Nearly all of these chests are entirely full, except mostly that last row here. But that means that we filled nearly 36 double chests in one night of AFKing, so yeah, this is a powerful farm. If you've never actually built a Froglight farm, they're actually pretty simple. You can see that essentially what we did is we built 2 spawning platforms for the magma slimes to spawn on, and just based on the sizes that we've given in terms of space, only magma slimes are going to spawn here. They're going to be attracted to the iron golems, which means they're going to drop down into the powdered snow, and the larger ones are inevitably going to freeze, die, and turn into smaller ones, which then can be eaten by frogs, and then that can be picked up by these hopper minecarts that are going back and forth. We stand way up there at the tippy top, because that means that all of this area that's in the nether underneath the roof is not going to be loaded anymore, and so these kinds of guys that are still here spawning are, you know, adding to the mob cap and are not actually something that we can farm. The higher up we go, the more of those spawns we can diminish. So we're here in the shopping district, standing in the rain. because we're going to build a quick pop-up shop for our Froglights. I don't currently have anything planned out like we do with Home Depot here. So I think we're just going to do something quick and temporary that obviously says, hey, we're selling Froglights here. And then we can get a little bit of sales before we get our full shop in. I thought settling here was a pretty good idea. It's close enough to Home Depot that we can kind of keep all of our shops in a certain area. We can end up claiming this spot for our eventual larger farm. And it's actually in a pretty good thoroughfare spot for, you know, the way people are going to move around the shopping district. So we take out our shovel here. I'm thinking it would be fun to make a little platform of mud. We'll fill this in. This feels just, you know, appropriate for frogs, right? Great. And now we have a square of mud. And then, I don't know if this is anything, but I thought it would be kind of funny to do like little like imitation frogs. Oh, we're actually going to need to space them out by one more block. And we can put little eyeballs on the sides. I think it makes it look a little bit better if you put an item frame behind that, because then it looks like a giant pupil. And then I even got little tongue frogs. So I'm not sure the idea is fully there yet, but I think it's fun. And we'll keep refining it. We'll go ahead and I guess just arbitrary throw an ender chest there so that if people need to access their diamonds, they can. Now that just might be the best darn Froglight pop-up shop I ever did see. I think that looks a little bit more professional and intentional. These guys are still a little bit funny, but they've got charm. So I've just come through my nether portal to find this sign that says, look yonder. And obviously I can see my farm, but I don't know what else the sign is indicating is over there. Still lots and lots of Froglights in here. Lots of magma cream. Oh, it looks like someone bought some stuff too. Nice, okay, so we made a couple diamonds. But nothing that the sign explains. Well, I've flown out a couple thousand blocks now, and there's nothing in this direction. I think I might be on a wild goose chase. Okay, so don't let this shock you, but we got lots of frogs. We have a very soft goal of, over the course of this season, getting as many of the mob heads as we can. If we take a look at Jodek's mob head pack that we looked at in the past episodes, we can see we've already started to collect a few different heads that are, you know, a little bit rare and stuff like that. I decided I wanted to collect a few of the frog heads, maybe to spruce up our shop design and things like that, but just in general, just a thing to check off the list since we're currently dealing with frogs. And so I've been building these little like bushcraft buildings where I just have basically a giant pond of frogs that I just, you know, breed out of control with whatever slime I have on hand. It's going great. The frog population is booming. The head drop rates, however, are not so great. I think I've killed close to 200 frogs. Sorry if you're a frog lover. Sorry about that. But I think in just those 200, we've only gotten the one cold frog head. So that's interesting. We'll see how many it takes us to get all three of the heads eventually, as well as I guess there's a unique head for the tadpoles as well. So we'll have to farm that one as well. Just tuning in real quick to say that we just got the warm frog head, and I think it took us 217 frogs total, which is more like 125 of just the warm frogs, but that's still worse than the drop rate, so rough. At least Nick is happy for us. Alright everyone, as you can see from our inventory, we eventually did get one of every frog's head, and I think it'd be fun if we use these for some decoration over in our shop. I don't know how much these imitation frogs are doing it for me. So I think if we were to put, you know, their respective frogs on their color frog, I think that's kind of fun. I like that. That's good. And then I wanted to check while we're here. I saw we already had some sales. So we're going to need to make a new ledger for this shop as well. I'm calling it Disco Amphibian. And yeah, we're gonna need to make sure we're tracking the diamonds for that too. So I'm gonna leave those in there for the time being until I remember to take them. And while we're on that subject, actually, I happen to notice that we also made some sales in the honey department, selling here a few stacks of honeycomb, as well as a few stacks of honey blocks, which is great since those are our big ticket items. We'll go ahead and make sure to get that in our ledger. So we've got it listed here that we sold 4 stacks of honeycombs for 8 diamonds, and we sold 2 stacks of honey blocks for 20 diamonds. Maybe that's a little steep and we'll need to adjust that value. That seems like a lot. But that'll have to be dealt with another time because I believe that our episode is coming to an end. It was great getting the Froglight farm up and running and getting our new shop up here. We've already started making diamonds from it, which is fantastic. So all in all, pretty good progress, I'd say. I'm going to leave you guys today with a clip from hanging out with a few of us on the server. Renee officially launched his World Eater, and a few of us were there in attendance to watch. So, I hope you guys enjoy that footage. Please like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Hello, guys, and I'm excited to see you all here for the big launch party of the World Leader. Before we begin, so Nick, I know you requested refreshments and specifically tacos, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
And if I remember right, you said hot shell taco where there's beef, cheese, guacamole, sour cream, and then salsa on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have the hot shell taco with the beef, cheese. I made the guac yesterday, so it's a bit stale. I hope that's okay. Then we have the sour cream, and it seemed like we were a bit unsure about which kind of salsa. So here is some chunky salsa and some smooth salsa.
He spent like 2 weeks asking me questions about tacos. And this is what he
Amazing.
came up with.
He's a good host.
They're
Randy,
also
you want some
named.
refreshments?
I'll take, that sounds great. Yeah, I'll take some.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, thank you.
What about you, Liam?
Amazing.
I just reheated chicken wings. I didn't know there was tacos.
Go ahead.
Oh, perfect.
So if you guys follow me, you all have a light. Okay, good. So there's some seating over here. Y'all can take a seat and enjoy your tacos. But Nick, I do need your help.
You're wearing your taco.
Is that not customary in these lands?
When I say go, you just open the fence gate, and that's it.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay, not too difficult.
that's a powerful fence gate.
Okay, I am in place.
Which team are you
Maybe we
rooting
should be
for?
Good. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, the
That's
bombs.
terrifying. Okay.
That is terrifying. Oh wow, you flew under them too, or you looked like it. Oh good, the lag is coming. Who needs frames?
So what happens if you guys crash and I'm the only one here?
I'm so back. So explain what this pass is doing right now. Is it just skimming all of the blocks that are above water level right now?
Yes, so basically the TNT blows up right above where the sweepers are. So the sweepers will remove all the water, and then when that's clear, then the TNT can then blow it up on the next pass. The TNT makes sure that like none of the blocks are in the way of the flying machines. And that's why if there is ever any obsidian exposed, then the flying machine, then the sweepers will get stuck, and then I have to go and fix them.
We could found new civilization here.
On this little island here.
Yeah, but not that one.
I can't even see where you guys are. Oh. All of them get in perfectly, and it pushes down, and then once again. Oh, one
Looks like it's
CNC
coming
got
back.
launched. Yeah, one CNC got launched forwards. That's
I saw
interesting.
that. That was interesting.
Fine.
All right, I guess we shouldn't probably stand here too much longer. I was
Yeah,
just
we're
in
okay
free
at the
cam
moment.
and not really thinking about it.
Cool.
Oh, oh, you guys over there? Yeah, I can stay a bit.
This is like kind of intimidating, like mining coal, even just as long as you can stand it as the TNT gets closer.
It's kind of like a game of chicken.
You got all the dark prismarine out of your
No,
temple. What?
you can go get it if you want.
I'm going in.
Okay, wait. So there's the scrubbers is what you call them, right? They're actually going layer by layer and removing water levels.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
you
see.
can see if you go in, if you look in Freakum, you can see there's a lot of stuff right now where it's like removing all the water.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then the stuff that had water in them before, the TNT can then blow it up on the
Sure.
next pass.
And then you're doing half of the trench, or half of the entire perimeter first, and then you'll do the other half next.
Yes.
Oh, they do a lot of damage.
Okay.
Oh. So if I tried to fly out right now, bad idea? Oh my god, it's so loud.
Bad
It's so
idea.
loud. It's so
Bad idea.
loud. Oh my god.
Liam, I'm here to rescue you.
Where are you?
I'm above you somewhere.
You're above me.
The bombs are going. I gotta go.
It looks like it's about to blow up the first piece of the.
Oh
the ocean monuments.
no.
Ouch. Is it really? I'm in the top of it.
Oh, don't be at the top. Definitely
I
not
am-
at the top.
Oh, I'm
Don't be
going
at the
down.
top, don't
I'm
be
digging
at
down.
the
I'm
top,
digging
don't
down.
Dive, dive, dive.
I can't believe you were gonna blow up all the Stark Prismarine.
I mean, that is something you can farm.
Yeah, but like painfully.
Yeah, why would you farm it painfully when you can do what he's doing right now?
Yeah, why can you? Why would you do that when you can go and mine it while it's being attacked by a world eater? Oh, the world eater's right there.